Hey, what's up everybody out there watching this vibration video? And this topic I want to basically be talking about the symptoms of a spiritual awakening. So let's get into it right away. So there's a lot of different things that comes with actually being spiritually, the symptoms of it. And there's a lot of different things that you can look out for and everything like that. And it can range from a whole wide variety of different things, And the first thing I want to talk about is, your awareness and how, your awareness starts to increase in the way you actually perceive reality and the way you start to view it, because when you start to truly become spiritually aware and have those symptoms of being spiritually awake, you'll start to see things for what they truly are. You'll start to see things more clearly. It's like imagine if you're driving a car, right, and at first it's really the front of the car of the windshield and everything, it's super dirty, there's mud all over it, and you really can't see, right? So imagine that being like your body, or like the way your spiritual symptoms come with. It's like, say, like at first as you meditate and you continuously do your spiritual practices, you have to clear away the different mud and the different debris that is on the windshield, and this is just kind of like a symbology, a reference to what it is so once you start cleaning that stuff away, you start to see. It's just like say if people that don't have he's a better example if anything, say if somebody who has glasses, right, and they take off their glasses and they can't see, but like you got to put on your spiritual glasses so that way you can focus in and see more the finer details. Because say someone who's I forget it's farsighted or nearsighted, but say if they take off their glasses and they can't see further away, right, or they can't see even close, but once they put their glasses on, then they can see. That's like spirituality. People have these blinders up from actually seeing a lot of different things, but once you have the symptom of awakening, you're gonna get rid of those blinders and actually start to see things for what they are, a lot more truer and fine detail, and that's just one of them to be looking out for on your spiritual path and the symptoms of it. So you got to make sure that you're becoming more aware. You're starting to become aware of more of the negative things that are in your reality, and even the more of the positive things as well, because you got to think of the yin and the yang. There's always balance to everything. So, and that's another thing too that you'll see is with your awareness is you'll start to see more how there's balance. You got to find this balance within your life. It can't always just be one or the other. You'll start to be like, okay, I need to balance out my life, because with those spiritual symptoms and awakening of different things, and you be that awareness and that consciousness, you'll want to balance things out, because naturally as a spiritual person on your path, you're going to want to have more balance in your life. You don't want to be, it's like, imagine a teeter-totter. You don't want your teeter-totter being one or too far on the side. It's like people that are unhealthy, right? You don't want to sit there and just eat junk food all the time. You want to make sure that you have a lot of healthy food, and if you want to have a snack once in a while, that's okay, but it's just like your balance. You want to make sure that you're not doing too much of one thing that causes your life to get out of control and everything like that. And basically what other signs there is, you want to get out in the nature more, because nature is something that you want to do, and that's like something that's like what we're supposed to be doing as spiritual people that are waking up and everything, is to find that time to get out into nature, because part of the symptoms and everything like that, once you start to get more in tune, is that you'll find that nature has a lot of healing benefits towards it. You'll start to see that there's a lot of beauty in nature as well, and you may start to find yourself wanting to get out in nature a lot more, and you'll see how being out in nature actually helps you a lot too, and becoming more spiritual aware of different things, because when you're out in nature, you'll see things just how like it your awareness ties into that. Basically, when your awareness gets more higher, and you start to have those spiritual symptoms and those awakenings from different things, it's like you're gonna see things in nature that you can see in your everyday life. How like even like the birds or whatever it may be, you might have like a certain thing that you how can I put it? Let me see. Because there's a lot of different ways to put it. Let me just put it that way. There's so many different ways that you can put things together and be like, no, that's another thing too. You'll start to become more creative too on your spiritual path. You may start to find that you become more creative on your, whatever it is you may be doing. You may find that you were like, okay, before you were just like super like logical or something like that, and now you're having these different ideas before on your spiritual path. It's like, oh wow, like I never thought of something like this. You're thinking outside the box now. Like that's another like thing that people miss out on, is like a lot of people that get stuck up in these new age religions and all this different stuff, but you know, you gotta think outside the box. And like with spiritual awakening symptoms, you'll start to, you know, awaken from that limited, you know, box ideology and things like that, because they don't, the things is like the symptoms of
Vibernation team here, inviting you guys to check out our website
at vibernation.com.
Here you can find out more of what Vibernation is about
and get to know our team.
You can also find high vibrational information and products
covering all aspects spiritually, mentally, and physically.
Not to mention, by joining our mailing list,
you'll have opportunities to exclusive deals and never before seen information.
And if you'd like to connect with us more,
follow us on Instagram at Vibernation Official
and get to vibe closer with our team.
And of course,
our deepest gratitude for watching.